Hi, kindergartners. We started reading this book called Insects last week, and it gave us a lot of good information that we maybe did or didn't know yet about insects. So I'm going to look back at this with you and look at the pages that we read, do a quick little, instead of a book look forward, a book look back at what we already read, and then I'm going to, we can read some of the next few pages together. So this book is called Insects, and it's a big book, so of course it's a little hard for me to hold, but in front of this book there's this table of contents that tells us everything and what pages. And so we already read so many kinds, so many places. And so we read about insects and all the different places that you can find them. And we learned that insects can live in the desert, in water, even in the Arctic, even on land. Check out all these little ladybugs. They're all living on one tree trunk right now. These ladybugs have gathered on a tree trunk. Other insects live in the tops of mountains. Some insects live in the jungles or in the rainforest. Now, you might know or might not know that I went to the rainforest. I went to the Amazon jungle rainforest last summer in Peru, and I saw and felt a lot of insects in the rainforest. Some of them even bit me, which was not so fun. But there were so many different insects flying around in that rainforest, so I'll have to show you sometime some of my pictures. We also read about insects and some of the things they do and why they're important. Like, what do bees do for us? Oh yes, they make honey. We also read about how insects are food for other animals. So, we read about how insects can sometimes camouflage themselves to blend in with their environment. Now, why do you think they would want to do that? Oh, to keep away from their prey. Yes, take a look at this. This one looks almost like a leaf. It could blend right in there. And last week when we looked at this book, you can go back to my other video if you'd like and watch it. There's a walking stick in here, and I just can't quite figure out where it might be. It's so blended in there. We also read about insects and that they have different spots and different kinds of interesting things that are on their bodies. And now we're going to read about what makes an insect an insect. But before we do that, I want to show you some words. And I want to go over some words that you probably know because you are entomologists who are learning so much about insects. But first of all, what makes an insect an insect? What body parts does an insect need to have? Now, some insects have different body parts that not all insects have, but all insects have a head. Tap your head. They have a head. All insects have, say it with me, a thorax. Thorax is that connecting part from their head to the lower part of their body. So that thorax, point to your thorax, that we call it a neck. And an abdomen. An abdomen is, we have an abdomen too, our tummies. So all insects have to have a head, thorax, and an abdomen. And then how many legs? You are right, 6 legs. So that's really not a new word to us, but for some of us, a thorax and abdomen might be new words. So I wanted to remind us of what those are. Insects also might have something called antenna, or some people say antennae. Now the tricky thing is, antenna, if it was one, it would be called an antenna. But since insects have 2, we don't say antennas, we say antennae or antennae. So that means 2 antenna. And then some insects have wings. And finally, some words I want to think about together. And you can help me figure this out because you know about these words with your mealworms. What did our mealworms start out as? Oh yeah, they started out as teeny, teeny, tiny, smaller even than this, little eggs. We didn't even see our mealworms when they were eggs. They came to us already as larvae. Now look at that, larva. But if we put that E on the end of it, it makes it larvae, because that E makes the A say its name. Larvae, what do you think that might mean? One mealworm? Oh, more than one mealworm. If it's larva and it's more than one, it becomes larvae. Same with pupa. Pupa has an A on the end of it. When we say more than one pupa, we don't say pupas, but we say pupae, has that E on the end of it to make the A say its name. And then after it's been an egg and then it's in its larva or larvae stage, depending on how many you have, pupae, and then adult or adults if it's more than one. So we're gonna read about those today, and you might help me find those on here, okay? Okay, what makes an insect an insect? How can you tell if a creature is actually an insect? All insects have 3 body parts. Okay, say it with me. Head, thorax, and abdomen. Did you notice that I wrote those on sticky notes? Because I thought maybe you could help me figure out where to put those sticky notes. So those words are actually underneath there. Head, thorax, and abdomen. Insects also have 6 legs. So if I pull head off, the word head on the sticky note, you're gonna say go, 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 go until you tell me, until I get close to where the head is, and then you're gonna tell me to stop. Oh, stop right there. There's close to the head, right? Okay, so if I find thorax, you're gonna say go, 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 stop. There's the thorax. I'll put it to the side so that we can kind of see the thorax. Okay, and the abdomen, go, 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 go. Oh, stop. You got this? Yeah, you got it. I need your help, okay? So try it out with me. There we go. So we got our head, thorax, abdomen. Let's count the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's down there. And then what's coming out the sides of the head? The antennae. You are right. It's antennae because there are 2. All right. Most insects have 1 pair of antennae. There it is. Antennae and 1 or 2 pairs of wings. So show me where I should put this antennae sticker, right? Go, 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 go. Oh, stop. There it is. Close to the antennae. All right, you got the hang of this. Look closely at these insects. Can you see 6 legs and 3 body parts? Do they have antennae or wings? So remember we said some insects have wings. Check them out, look closely. Can you see the antennae? Can you see the wings? All right, I think I spy some. I'm gonna use these sticky notes. First, I'm gonna go for antennae here. Go, 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 go. Oh, stop. There's some antennae up there. Yep. Okay, help me out with wings. Go, 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 go. No wings down there, I don't think. Go, go, go. Oh, stop. There's the wings. Thank you so much. I love it when you help me out with that. All right. Ooh, we got some more. Some creatures look like insects, but they are not. Which of these are insects? How can you tell? Okay, look closely. There's that one. And then there's that one. Do you think picture number 1 is an insect or picture number 2? What do you think? Hold up for me. 1 or 2? 1. You think 1? How do you know? I know because I see antennae. I see a head, a thorax, and an abdomen. Is that what you were thinking too? Yeah. This one is not, I can't quite see any antennae. Maybe, I don't know what those are. I can't quite tell the head, thorax, or abdomen on this one. Let's see, let's check this page out. See if you can figure out. There's picture number 1 at the top. Picture number 2 at the bottom. And remember, we got to think about the wings, the antennae, the 6 legs. Let's see. Tell me with your fingers or say out loud. Picture number 1 or picture number 2? Which one's an insect? Picture number 2. Wait a minute. Let's count the legs. Let's count the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is some sort of spider or something. That's not an insect, even though it seems like it, right? But this one, do you remember what our friend Avril told us about caterpillars and how sometimes they have more, it looks like they have more legs, but really they have 6 front legs, the true legs. Let's see, here's the antennae. Here's the head. Front legs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they've got some other ones. I'm thinking this is the insect. Do you agree? Yeah, I'm not quite sure. We're working on this together. Okay, let's read some more. Insect life cycles. Insects may look different at each stage of their lives. Most insects go through 4 stages. Now, I think you maybe know about these stages. We've talked about these with our words. Their stages are egg, larva, or if we put an E on it, it's larvae, pupa, pupae, and adult. The eggs of this insect were laid inside cells. That's another word, cell. A cell, in this case, is like an enclosure, like a, kind of like an egg of itself, but an enclosure. It says the eggs were inside cells. So I wonder if these are the eggs and then these are the cells. Take a close look. What do you think? Remember, I don't have all the answers. I'm studying just alongside you. After a couple of days, each egg hatches into a larva. We know about that. Then the tiny larva stays curled up inside the cell. So, here's the larva, was an egg inside its cell. So I'm gonna put larva here. And cell, it's still inside its cell. Oh, that one's stuck on there. See that outer thing called a cell? It's kind of like the protection. The tiny larva stays curled up inside the cell. The larva eats food from pollen, made from pollen and honey. This food makes the larva grow. Curious what insect this is from. What adult insect laid this egg? And then it became this larva, and it eats food from pollen and honey and makes this larva grow. What do you think? Let's keep reading. Then the cell is covered with wax. Inside the cell, each larva turns into a pupa. Now, we know about larva and pupa, but is this looking like a mealworm to you? It has the same stages, but I'm not sure. In the pupa stage, this insect goes through a big change. Our mealworms go through a big change when they're in the pupa, aren't they? They're going through a big change. Soon, an adult crawls out of each cell. Do you know what this insect is? Take a close look. I'm guessing it's not a mealworm this time, even though it goes through the same life cycle stages. You ready for it? Let's see. Let's check it out. Ooh, what do you think it is? Is it a honeybee? It's a bee. After a short rest, the bee can go right to work. Young adult bees work in the hive, older bees work outside. That's interesting to know. I didn't know that the younger ones stay in the hive and the older ones are the ones that actually go out and about. Okay. The larvae of different insects do not look the same. That's right, that didn't look the same as our mealworm larvae, did it? These larvae will become insects you know well. What will they look like as adults? Turn the page to find out. Take a look. It says you know these ones well. What do you think? Any guesses out there? Oh, mosquitoes and moths. So these ones, I think on top up here, these are the larvae of mosquitoes and these are the larvae of moths. Interesting. Some kinds of insects don't have larvae or pupae. Who knew? I thought they all did. Some of them don't have larvae or pupae. When they hatch from their eggs, they are called, I gotta have my magnifier to read this. They are called nymphs. Can you say that? Nymphs. Many nymphs look a lot like the parents, but are smaller. Milkweed bugs go through about 4 nymph stages. In each new stage, they look a little more like an adult. How many different nymph stages can you find? Ooh, so some of them do not become larvae or pupae, go through those stages. Like this. How many can we find? What do you think? Take a close look. I'm seeing a few different sizes and a few that look different. That one looks different than that one. So that's at least 2. Those look close to those ones. This one looks a little bit different. 3 maybe? Maybe 3 nymph stages? Interesting. Okay, next time we come back to this book on our next video, we're gonna read all about life goes around. Think about what you think that means. Life goes around, and we will read all about, ooh, it's gonna show us a cycle. I think we know about those. See you next time.